Hello everyone, my name is MJ Vilches and welcome to part 3, I think, of the Underland Chronicles Art Challenge. In this part, like I said in the previous part, we are going to be doing the background for the artwork Gregor the Wager, which is a scene from Chapter 6 of Gregor and the Prophecy of Bane. And yeah, hopefully everything's fine. Apparently not, because I didn't change the title of the stream, which I should. Maybe I can change it while streaming, hopefully. Oh boy. Part 3. Update information. Hopefully that worked. Anyways, it doesn't matter as long as it's in the same category. Anyway, this is part 3. We're going to be doing the background today. And yeah, without further ado, I guess, let's go. Let's do it. Because I already gave an intro. You guys at this point probably already know what's up. And yeah, right now, this is what we have so far. The blood balls are there. We'll get like a nice parallax motion when I move the camera. But what we're going to be working on is the background. For the background, what I want to do actually is I want to try something different. So for the background, let me just tell you what, I need to rename this blood balls. And then for the background, what I want to do is I actually want to make it 3D, but still grease pencil. So to do that, I'm gonna go to the subject collection here. Shift S, cursor to world origin. So the cursor is like right in the middle there. Actually, I probably need to move it. Anyways, I'm gonna add a grease pencil first. Grease pencil, blank. Rename this background. And I'm gonna move it back here. And then after that, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna add a new layer here. Like selecting the background grease pencil object, I'm gonna go to the material properties and I'm gonna add a new material. Actually I didn't need to do the plus. I can just click new right here. If you're just adding like the first material, I'm gonna name this arena floor or arena ground. And what this will be is a fill with a green color, greenish color. So yeah, by the way, if you just entered the stream, this is part 3 of creation process of an artwork. This is not exactly a tutorial. This is just me showing how I do stuff. So, but yeah, hopefully you actually get something from this stuff. So yeah, I'm going to top view here by pressing 7 on the numpad 7. Or there's actually a way to do that here, I think. Like this view right here. Oh yeah. To go to the camera view, you press the camera and then go to the Z, the top view, you go to Z. That should be top view right here. Or numpad on 7 on the numpad. And I'm gonna go to background, control tab that to draw. We selected the arena ground. I'm gonna grab the box tool and just do something like this. And enter. Let's see how that looks in the camera. Doesn't look great, but it's easy to edit in edit mode. I just need to move this down. Move that down. Move this further. I'm gonna turn on the proportional editing, connected only. So I'm gonna move this further right here so that it aligns to our sketch here of the background. So let me see, I need to go to Viewport Shading, I think, yes. And we have our ground here. I'm gonna be adding a texture on that later. I'm gonna first go with the initial I'm gonna go with like the basic shapes for now. So I'm gonna go add another material. Now I press the plus sign, add new, and then arena wall 1. Is another fill material. I'm gonna grab probably a greenish grayish color for the wall. Shift S cursor to selected right there on that point, like at the end of that stadium there. And I'm just gonna draw, and then another box tool, another box right here. I'm gonna tab that. I'm just gonna go put everything on like one layer. So I'm gonna go move it right there and just adjust it in the camera. So now we have part of the wall there. I'm gonna go and go like way out of the camera there, because as you can see, I need to be able to zoom out and still see. Like you can't see like the end of it. Hey there, Night Owl Games. Welcome to the stream. Currently creating the background of our artwork. And after that, we're gonna go and like in my own design of the arena for the Regalian arena. My own design for it is that it's connected to like the cavern walls, because that's where Gregor entered the arena. That's how he entered Regalia, through the arena, from the series of tunnels that the roaches brought. You know, it was the crawlers that brought him to Regalia, and they went through a series of like a maze of tunnels that led to the arena. And I think it's connected to the cavern wall. So I'm gonna create a new material here. Name this cavern wall. Okay, wall or whatever. I'm gonna go uncheck stroke and check fill. And I'm gonna grab a brownish, possibly brownish, possibly a bit brownish, a bit dark color here. And I'm just gonna go and do something like this. So I'm gonna go way over here and just do that whole cavern wall like that. And that should probably be great. I just need to move it way back here. And bring it down some. And I also need to go to stroke, arrange stroke, and send it to back, so that it's like right behind the other strokes here. I'm gonna grab the wall, and I have to put this like behind this one. Actually, that's fine. Just gonna go move it a bit right there. We have our cavern wall there. The bleachers are gonna be a different shade of our wall color. So I'm just gonna go plus, get arena wall 1, and then press number 2 here to duplicate it so that we don't edit number 1. We're gonna change this to 2, and now we have a new material with the same properties as the arena wall 1, but we can edit it right now by making this kind of lighter. And this is going to be for like behind, for like the bleachers, like right here. So we have BG there. Just gonna go and grab the box tool again and do this, enter. That should be fine. And then we'll move it like right here, scale it up some, and I'm gonna send it to back, stroke, arrange strokes, send it to back. so that it brings that to the back right there. So now we have our arena. Another thing that I want to add is another cavern color. So plus sign again, cavern wall, set that to 2, cavern wall 2, and this is just going to be a lighter, probably a darker, because there's not going to be much light behind that wall right there. And I can just go and do something like this to cover that whole area at the back there. Move it right here. So because I put it on top of everything, it's currently on top of everything. And to fix that, I just need to go to stroke, arrange stroke, and then send to back. And that should put it behind the other strokes. Even if it's like behind the other strokes in 3D space, you still need to do that arrange strokes thing because that's a 2D grease pencil feature. So we have our background here. And then we're going to make another material for like the post or like the foundations of the arena wall. Just gonna grab, actually go back here, arena wall 1, gonna make that 2. Arena wall, let me just go arena wall 3 this and make this darker. And what I can do with this is just go and do something like this. So this is like just the very early concept that I have for the arena. It's going to change dramatically when if I actually like do it for like the 3D animations. It's probably gonna be different, but I'm not even sure if I reach the point in the project where I'll be making the arena, but we never know. So what I'm gonna do, it's right there. I just need to move that just a bit more in there. Do it like this, Shift D, X. So I'm just gonna Shift D this right there, like this. And we have our arena. One other thing I want to add is in the wall right there. Let me just Shift S here, Control L, Shift S, cursor to selected. And I'm gonna go to draw mode. I'm gonna go change this. So this is how you change where the stroke placement will be in 3D space. So our 3D cursor, I put the 3D cursor right here in this cavern wall because that's where I want the 3D stroke will be when I draw in 3D space. So I'm gonna set this to 3D cursor so that, you know, when something is drawn here, it will be right on that cursor. So even if I go here and then I start first, actually I need to make a material cavern wall 2. Actually, I don't think I need to. Yeah, I don't need this other material. I'm just gonna select cavern wall 2. Because this is the part, this is when, this is the entrance to Regalia from the maze. So this is where those, like, moth-like things will be. If you, like, watched, I mean, if you've, read Gregory Overlander, you know what I'm talking about. So I'm just gonna use a square, as a rectangle there, because, this whole background will be blurred. So what I'm going to do, another thing I can do is to add more details actually. Just a few details. I'm just gonna go details here, cavern wall. I'm gonna grab this color by copying the hexadecimal value, create a new material, and this one is going to be stroke, cavern line. And I'm gonna go to the base color here in the stroke and just copy paste the hexadecimal value that we copied. And what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna draw. Quickly draw. It's so small because it's so far away, I think. So I will have to change the radius to about 100 maybe. Actually, I need to make this darker a bit. So just draw in here. Like that. This part will be blurred, so it doesn't matter if I don't like do it perfectly. I have to add more detail because it's further. Like a more near to each other detail. So like that. And one other thing I want to add is I think we're fine. Just need to add the details more. Oh wait, Control Z that. I need to transfer the cursor to this background one. Shift S cursor to selected, so the cursor is right on that thing. Now I can draw the details. So I'm just gonna show you how I can transfer this lines later. Let me just do a janky setup here. I'm gonna select all of these lines right there, deselect this. I'm gonna go to stroke, arrange stroke, send backward. Let's see. Send backward. I'm gonna do this a couple of times until it's right behind. Maybe I do have to go send to back. Oh yeah, it doesn't work because I put it on a different layer. Well, the only way to fix this, I guess, is to let me show all of that first. I'm gonna lock the background here so I don't accidentally select it. I'm just gonna select all of this part right here of the stroke and delete it. And that should do it nicely. Now if I go and move this around, it should be fine. Now one thing that I can do to make the background look more detailed is to change the materials into texture style, and the style of the material into texture. So to do that, I'm just gonna go here, and the thing that I always do for my comic cinematic for grease pencil for grease pencil animations, it's just setting the fill style to texture, and I'm gonna look for a grass texture in my textures here that I downloaded from texturehaven.com. It's a site where you can download textures for free. Like, it's a public domain license. You can use it for any purpose, anything you want, without having to worry about copyright and stuff like that. I'm just gonna go grab this grass here, probably. Grab that. Oh, it's so perfect. It looks so perfect. But then again, this will be... I can like scale it to the x-axis like this, and scale it to the y like that. And there we go. It's like the kind of perfect look of it is gone now. We have this, which looks nice, I think. So I'm gonna do the same thing to the other materials. Just add like a texture to it. Texture. And then I'm gonna grab a let's go to textures again. Concrete material for the walls, right there. I can like change the blend to 0.75. I'm gonna do the same thing to the cavern walls. Texture. Open the texture. Let's see what we can. I'm gonna try the ground, pebble ground material texture here. And yeah, sometimes this textures doesn't work for some reason. I don't know why, but sometimes it's just white, and that means the texture is not exactly applied to it. And I'm not sure what causes it actually. I'm gonna try forest ground to see if the same thing happens. Yes. There's probably a limit to how much texture you can put in because as you can see here, if you look at like the images that you imported, some images are seems to be not readable. Let me try something. Let me go grab Pebble, do that, and I'm gonna restart. Close Blender, refresh this a bit, and then open it again. So we can quickly do that with Blender. Don't have to wait too much time. Unless something like this happens, which I don't know why that happens. Usually Blender opens right away. And it still is blank. I think it picks... I don't know. Some textures cannot be read for some reason. I'm gonna try and go for this brown mud then. Let's see. Hey, see, brown mud works for some reason, but the pebble ground one is not. So I don't know what causes that. I'm gonna keep going and just adding more textures to our the background here. I'm gonna use concrete floor for all the walls. Probably gonna make this, yeah, like that. And then let's go up. Cavern wall will also use the mud, the brown mud color. There we go. I don't have to edit much there. Probably just edit the scale so that it's not looking like too uniform. Maybe something like that. And then I think we're going to add like one last texture for this material right here. Concrete floor. And that should do it. If we turn off sketch now, that's gonna look great, I think. We can change the color later. I can like still change the color of this to, easily if I want, as you can see. So I don't have to worry about like the color. I can like change the color of this to like a darker color here if I want. And one other thing that I want to add here is I'm gonna go to effect, add effect, and then I can blur this. So I can't see it here, I think, right now because this is not set properly, or I need to change the rendered view to see it. I can probably use the depth of field settings. I can go to the camera here, check depth of field. Probably make this 0.5. Yeah, I can reduce the f-stop here to make it more blurry. So there we go. Background. With just some lighting, we're gonna improve how that looks. But for now, this works. We managed to finish our background here in Blender. It's a 3D, 2D background thingy, and yeah, you can actually do that in any types of like 2D animation if you want. You can like add like some character there, animate characters right there, as you can see. I'm gonna go to viewport display, set the passive part out, and you'll see that our artwork is coming together. So for the animation of this, I'm just gonna talk about that on the next part. But yeah, that's kind of how you do the fill. The next part, we're gonna do fills for Gregor here in the blood bowls, and then part after that will be animation, and then lighting, and then we'll be done. So yeah, that's all. I think for now we're done with the background. It looks nice. We can like zoom in, zoom out, zoom in. It has like a nice parallax to it to really distinguish that it's the background from the characters. That's one thing I really like about doing animations, 2D animations in Blender, is that it's 3D. It fits to how I want to animate. But yeah, that's all. Thank you so much to those who watched the stream. Thanks to Night Owl Games, if you're still there. Thank you. And yeah, thank you to you who watched this on YouTube up to this point. Hopefully I've shared some knowledge that you can use for your own stuff. And yeah, thanks to the people who's given me golden doodle fuels, to Handsomeness, Jubin, yaejinssi, Erick Madrigal, to Elizabeth Many, to Magnolia Weathershield, ZQ Star, to John to Tristan Wintle, to Mbuddy, and to GulliermoGage. Thank you so much, guys. They supported me through ko-fi.com/doodlenosproductions. And I actually spent like actual money keep to support me in this endeavor of mine, and that I really appreciate that, you guys. So yeah, thank you so much. Also, join my Discord server if you want to hang out. The link should be in the description below. It's not gonna be in Twitch, but it will be. I probably need to put a link to that on my about section on Twitch. But yeah, and on YouTube you can just go to the description and yeah, it's there, the link to the Discord server. Also, follow Doodle Notes Productions everywhere on the internet. Follow me on Twitch right here. And yeah, I think I've shared some stuff, great stuff today. Hopefully useful to you. So yeah, that's all. Thanks for watching. My name is MJ Vilches, and yeah, bye.